Last year during the spring, we had the opportunity to purchase a honeycomb frame from our lawn guy. He has a relative who has some land and they keep bees. He gave us a wooden frame with the honeycombs and we had to remove the honeycombs ourselves and then return the frame back to him. This was a sticky business, but well worth it. The honey had a light colored and light texture. It was sweet, but not too sweet, and had some floral notes to it. It was wonderful. Later in the fall, we also bought another honeycomb frame, and we were able to compare between both types of honey produced by the same bees. The honey from the fall was darker, thicker, rich, and tasted almost like molasses. It was wonderful too, in a different way. This soap was inspired by the spring honey, so I wanted to include some floral embeds on top and also the bees. Right now I'm making the honeycomb with ivory color soap dough and a 3D printed stamp that I made. I do have available this in my website. If you are interested, I will put a link down below. Later, I used melt and pour soap and I color it with 1 drop each of yellow and copper colorants to make the honey effect. And now it's time to make the soap. I already have the oils measured, but I need to get the lye water solution ready. First, I'm going to measure out the lye. This is a dual lye soap, which means that I will be using both sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide is something that is usually used to make liquid soap, so I'm only using a small percentage to keep the soap bars from being too soft. But the advantage of using it is that it can make your soap bar create bubbles faster. I'm using a 95 to 5% concentration. Instead of using distilled water, I will be using goat's milk. I have frozen it because the sugars in the milk tend to make it overheat and the lye can scorch it. Because of this, I also have a bowl filled with ice to keep the whole solution cold. Unfortunately, I do not think that I had enough ice in this bowl. Ideally, the ice should be at the same height of the liquid in the container so that all of it is kept cool. In my case, I believe most of the ice was at the bottom and at the bottom part of the container, so it did not do a good job at keeping the solution cool. I was reading in a blog from Soap Queen that she kept her goat's milk soap at 90 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see, mine went hotter than that, and that caused some scorching and some change of color in the soap batter. It turned yellow and it also developed an odd smell. Fortunately, most of that smell went away in the final soap bars, but it did worry me for a while.